Hello from Juneau. Right then. So we were due to be cruising the Endicott Arm this morning and seeing Dawes Glacier. However, we've had an itinerary change and we're not there. We went straight to Juneau because of a real low pressure front coming in, and it would be unsafe to go there. So we're a bit gutted about that because we obviously want to see Dawes Glacier. We've not seen that one before. We've not been in Endicott Arms, but it means that we're spending a lot longer in Juneau, or Juneau. Juneau.
I think you're going to have to pull that curtain. Yeah.
Put it over this way.
Well, no, I think pull it the other way because it's blowing and it's really annoying. We've had to... So, is the phrase suffering for your art? We've had to keep the balcony door open to let the Wi-Fi in.
Well, let the 4G in,
let the 5G in. So we're sat here and we're absolutely freezing.
We should put our coats on, Paulie.
Yeah,
so the weather's not been good. Well, the weather today here is just very drab, rainy, a bit windy, around about, what was the...
It's 44 degrees.
44 degrees. Yesterday we were very lucky. We were in Ketchikan in Alaska, and the sun came out and we had a glorious day wandering around Ketchikan, and it's salmon season in Alaska. So we spent ages, didn't we, watching. Well, do you know what, something? I'd hate to be a salmon, wouldn't you, Paulie? Because it's hard work. They were trying to get upstream to obviously spawn. But to get up there, the pressure of the water coming down was just so fast, and the seals were all waiting for them, weren't they? And just eating them.
And then the bears come at night and eat them.
Yeah.
So all in all, if you're a salmon, you need like a big flick knife and a gun.
You do. And apparently the facts are that only 40% of salmon actually get to the destination. But it's amazing. They've got this instinct that they've got to get there. So wildlife in Alaska, I think this is what... People have to ask us of the difference between Alaska and Norway, and it's wildlife here, isn't it?
It's wild.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm going. I've had enough.
Where are you off to? Anyway, so we thought let's just do an ad hoc live and just chat to our lovely community. And so please, if you've got any questions for us about Discovery Princess, which we're having a most amazing time on, it's a fabulous, fabulous ship, then please pop them in the comments. And also, if you're, have you got mine as well, Paulie?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that yours?
That's mine.
Okay. Then please put them in the comments. So any questions about Discovery Princess, about Alaska, about Seattle, because obviously we were live from Seattle last time. Yeah, I don't know why we didn't put them on to start with, isn't it, really? So please do put them in the comments. But so lovely to see, because we thought doing it short notice that not many people will be here, but it's always over 100, 130. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your Wednesday, wherever you are in the world, to... We've got blankets now. So we got our sweatshirts on and we got a blankie. It's a towel. And a little blankie. That's better. So we can last the hour without freezing our bits off. That's nice, Paulie. Well done. Why didn't we think of that earlier?
We're like Charlie Bucket's family.
We are.
Wonka.
We're right. You can't see, but we're right by Nordam is in front of us, which is the ship that's we're going to be doing Australia on in January, where we're going to South Pacific and New Zealand as well. So it'd be lovely to see the Nordam when we go out walking later. And we're just by the cable car, which I've just done a time lapse of it whizzing up and down. So let's have a look see who is here and who was first. So Claire was here. So lovely Google Claire was here. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, please do. If you enjoy any of our content, then please do hit the like buttons and subscribe. We've had crazy amounts of views on Facebook already since we've been away. Yesterday alone, what was the score, Paulie? 150,000 views we had on Facebook yesterday. So thank you all for supporting us the way that you do, because it really does mean the world, doesn't it, Paulie?
And 4 views on YouTube.
No, we've had a few. I've been trying to get the next video ready for Friday, so I'm hoping I'll have it ready. But we're having such a good time with Kevin and Kasha, aren't we? That it's hard to not enjoy it. So let's have a look to see who else is here. So Barbara's here from a lovely sunny day in Highcliff-on-Sea. Well, we are very, very
I
jealous.
feel all in the world is right now because Barbara's given us a weather update.
And it looks like people are doing thumbs up on... Yes, on Facebook. So we're live on Facebook too, and LinkedIn. So if you're watching from Facebook, thank you so much for joining us.
Now, Carole doesn't know this, but I always write, before live starts, I always write a number of how many I'm going to watch. And I wrote, because of the shortness of the, the amount of time we've given you to say we were going live, I wrote 143 people is going to watch this live today, and we're currently on 158.
That's awesome.
So,
so thank you so much. Thank you so much. The reason we're doing it at half an hour as well is obviously football. Paul's was hoping that he might be able to get the Tottenham game. Is it Tottenham?
Yes.
It's not England.
Tottenham
game, but I don't know if he's going to be able to. But that's why it's a bit of an odd time. But anyway, here we are.
It's not because his was a bit of an odd time. Carole said, well, what we'll do is we'll do 9 till 10 here, which will be 6 till 7 at home. I said, well, why don't we just break things up a bit? Just break from the norm and do a 30.
Says the man who's the creature of habits.
No, I'm not.
There you are. Right. Anna Micah here. So lovely to see you guys. Thank you so much for joining. It's just so lovely to see all you lot here. And Gillian's here as well. Had a lovely few days of sunshine in Shropshire. Well, I'm glad the weather's picked up at home. It certainly hasn't picked up here. So we've got a week of obviously dreariness until we fly to San Diego, where hopefully the sun will be shining again too. So Trudy's here. Just saying, hi, my lovelies. Gosh, you are spoiling us with all these extra lives. Well, we thought it's great to just keep in touch and let you know what we're up to. And if you've got questions, if you've got Alaska cruise is planned or Discovery Princess, then please do just ask us whatever you want to. Your sponsors, all these lovely extra lives, have also been loving all the shorts. Yeah, so we've been putting those on YouTube too. So please, everything is going so well for you. So thank you very much. Sean's here saying if you've got a question, please start it with a question. Yep, because the chat does go very, very quick. And Yo-Yo, Kevin B's here. Looks like Discovery Princess has a nicer aft. Yes.
It couldn't be any worse than Island Princess.
Yeah.
Possibly the ugliest aft of any ship.
Easy for you to say.
It's easy for me to say. You've got to remember it's very early in the morning here for me, and I have made breakfast 2 days running.
Yes, he has.
And what time was I up this morning, Annie?
8 o'clock.
What time was I up this morning, Annie? My alarm was set for 8 o'clock, and I'd already been up for about 40 minutes because Carole had the patio doors open. There was all men shouting outside. It was 19 below. She had all the lights on.
I was watching us sail in.
So did you think I'd slept through all that?
You normally do. Anyway, Claire's saying wishing Tina Webber a happy birthday. Yes, definitely. Hope you've had a lovely day because it's obviously nearly over in the UK now, isn't it? So hope you've had a fun one. Hey, Nick and Tracy here, who are on Celebrity Apex. They've been having a fabulous warm cruise around the Med. So great. Thank you so much for joining us. Anna Mike said, how choppy was the weather in the end? When we were going to bed last night, which was around about just before midnight, it was getting very, very wobbly, but we've been sleeping so well. Princess beds are just the comfiest, I think, or one of the comfiest, because Cunards are good too.
Ironically, we didn't sleep at all while in Seattle.
No.
But we've got on there and we've slept really well, and we've been getting up early to do stuff, to be fair.
Yeah.
The entertainment on here has been fabulous. The shows have been great. But what is set it apart from Island Princess is the bands and the duos and the
standards
phenomenal
on here
around the ship are so much better than on the Island Princess.
The Island Princess were good and enjoyable.
And this is Carole being all things to all men. Yes, they were.
But this time you're just sat there with your mouth open because the voices is exceptional. So yeah, and we've had rock opera. For those that know Princess, rock opera was just absolutely fantastic. It was so lovely seeing Kevin and Kasia, who's not seen those shows before, their reaction, because we've seen, how many times have we seen rock opera?
That was our sixth time,
and it was still phenomenal. And last night we had Spotlight Bar, which was excellent. The standard of the Princess Entertainment's team is superb, and the cruise director Jason is very visible around the ship. So and no complaints whatsoever.
But back to wibbly wobbliness. The reason that our itinerary has changed is, I believe, how many meters miles did he say?
He said 8 meters, but we slept through it, so we're fine.
So that's only 25-foot waves, isn't it?
They're big. That's big.
So that's only the size of our house.
So we're here in Juneau today from sort of 8 a.m. through to 9 p.m. This is the place where the Red Dog Saloon is. And Kevin and Paul saying, right, duck farts later. But I'm not going to have a duck fart.
Yeah, don't be such a baby.
I might have a reindeer fart. There are different farts you can have, apparently. Oh. So but I'm sure we'll post about that on our social media. So stay tuned for that. So everyone's saying hello. Matthew's here as well. So thank you so much for joining us. Frank and Jen are here too from New Mexico, taking a break from collecting seeds to watch and hang out with all you lovely people. Oh, what seeds are you collecting? What are you going to be growing next year? Nick and Tracy saying, question, do you feel sad when you get suitcases labels for disembarkation? Yes, very. Just come back to our room to watch the live and notice our labels. We still have 3 days left. Yeah, they do it very, very earlier, don't they?
I suppose they don't just give it you when you're getting on.
Yeah.
Oh, here's your medallion. Here's your suitcase tag.
Exactly. So, yeah, it is depressing, but it's, it is what it is. Frank and Jenna saying it's not too early for a cocktail. A little bit early for us. It's what time is it here now? It's 20 to 10. Yeah. So, but we may well, after this, depending on if Paul can get his football, we may well go out. Yeah. The Caesars on here are very, very good. And Paul's been enjoying the Long Island iced tea, which is unusual for you.
I enjoyed the first Long Island iced tea.
And then it got a bit strong.
And then the second one was like petrol, so I haven't had another one. It was just so strong. So I've been having the Captain's Bounties, which is obviously what I discovered on our group cruise. And I've also been having the 24-carat margaritas, which is very nice. Lovely. And I had my first ever dark and stormy last night. Which wasn't bad.
And the wine's good. We've got the plus package. So for those of you that are new to Princess, there are different packages that you can get. Our plus package covers certain drinks, and we get 2 casual dining, and we get free Wi-Fi, and all tips are included. You can get a premium package, which obviously is a bit more money, but we don't feel we need to do that. And that gives you unlimited specialty dining, gives you unlimited photos, etc. But for us, the plus works well. Yeah. We've got our medallions, which we love about Princess. Let me just get that off there so we can show you. So for those that are new to Princess, I've got a little bracelet that I keep mine in. So, and this is used for opening your cabin door. As soon as you walk up, it will open. Paul's got his in...
I got mine in like a little watch strap.
Yeah, which they were very cheap off Amazon. Yeah. So if you don't want to spend a fortune, they were about £5 for a pack of 4. Mine was a little treat. This was, I think, $32. Was it, Paulie?
Something like that.
Yeah, but I think it's just nice, isn't it, to treat yourself. So the medallion has been working fairly well. Though yesterday on sail away from Ketchikan, we decided to sit on the balcony because the sun was out and it was so hot, wasn't it? And we ordered a drink, and an hour and 3/4 later, it still wasn't there. We thought, well, we're going out now. And there was a knock on the door, and a lovely guy said, "Oh, here's your drinks." We said, "Oh, they're a bit late, but no problem. We'll put them in the fridge."
Better late than never. And he looked at me quizzically, and then he looked down at the order, and he said, and I said, "Well, mate, we've been waiting an hour and a half for those drinks." And then he double checked. He said, "Oh no, you haven't been waiting an hour and a half. You've been waiting an hour and 45 minutes."
But prior to that, when we've ordered drinks, it's been absolutely fine. So I think sail away. I think they're just the requests. They were just overwhelmed with requests. But around the ship and everything is the medallion's been working very, very well. Let's see what question we've got. Tina's here, so birthday girl, even though from a sunny safe end.
To you. Yeah.
And Michael and Laurie here from they're in the Oktoberfest in Munich, but obviously in California, where we're going to catch up with you guys when we're on our road trip after this cruise. So that'll be lovely. David Webb's here. Hello, folks. Hope we're all okay. And Corinne's here. So love to see Corinne. Good morning, afternoon, evening. Yes, because we're all from around the world, which is just amazing. Kathy's here too, because Kathy's back from her Canada trip and Rocky Mountaineer and Collings Dam. So excited to be able to join you in the live. So I'm sure you're trying to get over the jet lag, because it seems to be always worse going back home, doesn't it? Gillian Sandra saying, hope you're enjoying it yourselves. We certainly are. Andy and Christine saying hi from Tenerife. We're still here until Friday, and then it's back to good old Morton in the Marsh. I will enjoy the sunshine. Catherine and Leighton here from hopefully sunny Wales. Let's have a look. Nick and Tracy saying, is Kevin behaving himself?
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is. They're mostly such great company. They're so chilled out. We've been having a crib competition. Oh, yes, for those of you that... it was so lovely when we met in Seattle, because we were talking about just all things to do on the cruise, and Kevin said, oh my God, Cassie and I have been practicing how to play crib, because they know that we enjoy playing crib. But I'd just like to say, if Kevin's watching, that's the score so far. Can you see it? 7-4 to PNC.
Yes.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
So we're having fun. We're just laughing so much. They're just brilliant company. So yes. So he is sort of behaving himself, but we're having great fun. So Yvonne's here saying hello to everyone. Let's have a look to see who else is here. Davina's also joining us, so thank you. And Kevin's here. He is watching. Hello, everyone from misty and cool Alaska. We were going to ask him to join us, but we can't. We've got a little sofa here in our cabin. We're talking about our cabin change as well in a moment, but there wasn't enough room for 3, unfortunately. Mandy and Chris are here too.
Evening all.
So that's Corinne said she just sat down for a HelloFresh dinner of coronation chicken. Had to have it cooked by 6:30. Exactly that. So Koki's just asking.
Koki.
I've got my wrong glasses because the reflection in the other one was too much. Can you please help? Does Carole Cruise Line give out menus the night before, like Cunard does, for people who have dietary requirements, gluten and dairy? Enjoy the cruise. Regards, Keiki. They do. Remember when we were sat on Coningsdam and we were talking to that couple, and they had the menus delivered to them. So I think they did on that cruise. So, but if you have any dietary requirements, make sure you speak to the maitre d' in the restaurant as soon as you get on board, and they'll note your table number if you've got sort of set dining. But if not, they'll be able to sort it out for you. So don't worry too much about that. So that is a good question.
There's a good question, but the problem we've got is we haven't missed a port.
We've missed a sailway.
We've missed a
sail path.
A scenic sailing.
That's it.
So is it miss port? Can we try it on with our insurance? I honestly don't know. I mean, we know a few people on here, so we could possibly speak to them. But I'm fairly confident that if you've got miss port insurance and you haven't missed a port, which we haven't, they're going to tell you to jog on. But obviously, a lot of people would have booked this cruise to see the glaciers and to do the Endicott Arms.
Endicott.
Which sounds like a pub.
Yeah, it does. But it's obviously a fjord to the glacier. So, yes. So it's a difficult one. We were talking about this earlier because we've got missed port insurance, but it's a scenic sailing, isn't it? So I don't think that we'd have to read the fine print, but it is on the itinerary. You know, our initial itinerary is this. We were doing it between 8:30 and 10:30 this morning.
Because Kathy's put in yes, they do, but I would have to disagree because I think.
But that's about the dietary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
so 2 different conversations on
so it's a difficult one because it's not, we weren't due to dock.
No.
So I don't think it's a port.
It's not a port.
Laura's here. So let's see Laurie. We caught up with Laurie and Brenda, 2 of our patrons in Seattle, and they've got on the Eurodam, and they've had changes in their itinerary too because of bad weather. They've not been able to get into Sitka. So, good morning from Sitka. It's raining and windy. Today will be a spa day. There was talk that they wasn't getting, so they've obviously made it. Hope you have safe travels to Juneau. So thanks, Laurie. It was so much fun catching up with you guys.
It was a pleasure.
And we really loved our beaver nuggets.
We did.
We did love our beaver nuggets. So Bonnie's here as well. Bon voyage. Good morning, all. And Johnny's here as well. Hi, it's Julie here as Johnny's in Portugal walking the Camino. Yes, he is. Looking forward to this as we're planning an Alaskan cruise. Well, thanks for joining. Let's have a look at Jerry and Diana here.
Evening.
So lovely to see you guys. We're up to 217 people watching. So make sure you all give us a thumbs up and leave a comment after the live as well, because that really, really helps. So Claire said, if the weather is bad, how does the Coningsdam still manage to do the Endicott Arm today? Oh, have they?
I think is the Coningsdam bigger than this?
Similar size. No, because this is 3,600.
And it's captain's choice at the end of the day.
Yeah. Interesting though, isn't it? Because that was how we felt when we were on our last cruise with Island Princess. We stayed in New York and we seen a carnival ship go out. So they made the choice to go out. We're so glad we didn't, because it looked terrible, didn't it? But it is obviously the captain's choice. So Nick and Tracy saying, how's the upgraded room? Right, for those of you who don't know, on our first day on board, we were sat watching some entertainment, and we were approached by a lovely lady called Macarena, and said,
What did you say to her, honey?
Hey,
Hey,
No,
Macarena.
didn't. And she said, look, she said, there's we know you're on board, obviously, because let's rewind a little bit, because when we did our group cruise on Sky Princess in May, there was a lovely lady that looked after us called B. Patronus is her name, isn't it? But she'd like to be called B-E-E. And we found out that she was on board this cruise. So we met up with B, didn't we, and said hi and nice to see you. And she said, well, if there's anything we can do, we'll let you know. So we unpacked in our inside cabin. We've got all our stuff unpacked from our suitcases, and actually it was a really good size, lots of storage, and we thought, you know what, we're going to be happy in here. And then when we were watching the fabulous band that are called Rhythm Jive, they're a Filipino band that are just absolutely, the vocals are just something like phenomenal. We had a tap on my shoulder and say, oh, hi, Carole, because they can find you. Anyone can find you with the battalion, because they can see where you are, can't they?
There's
so
no
if you want to
hiding place.
hide, it's not very good for hiding. You can turn location off.
We just take it off.
Well, yeah, and leave it somewhere. That's not very helpful. Anyway, and she said, look, due to some circumstances, there's a balcony cabin that's become available. And obviously, because of the history that we have with the group cruises and things, then we would like to offer you an upgrade if you want to take it. But you don't have to if you don't want to. So Paul and I looked at each other, and we thought, well, we'd be silly not to take an upgrade. Yeah. We did come on here thinking we'd see how we'd cope with an inside, but cruising Alaska and an offer of an upgrade, and so we decided to take that up. And when you put it into perspective, obviously people say, oh, you're always getting free stuff. It's actually, well, we don't get free stuff, but obviously in May our group cruise generated nearly £300,000 worth of business for Princess because of so many people that wanted to join us. So I think this was their little way of saying, you know what, thank you for the business, have this little treat on us.
Yes.
So anyway, 10:30 that night, we were just lugging. Thankfully, it was on the same deck. We're on Dolphin Deck. And for those that you know, Dolphin Deck are the cabins when you have a standard cabin, have the extended balcony. We will be doing, obviously, a full tour when we get towards the end of the week. But we were tired, when we were a bit irritable, and anyway, we managed to change the room, and we're now in a standard balcony, which is lovely, very, very comfortable. It's got all the facilities that we need. The only thing that was missing was a kettle, because obviously we're from the UK and we do love a cup of tea and a cup of coffee that we make ourselves. And so we went to reception, spoke to Bean, and we've got a kettle. So if you ever do want a kettle, just ask reception. Just
ask, and they'll either say yes or no. It'll be one of those two.
They said no on Celebrity to us, but on Princess, they've said yes. So they obviously keep them. So we've got our nice little cups of coffee, and we got 2 cups from the International Cafe and some milk, and we're good to go, aren't we, Paulie?
Well, what cruise were we on when we said, can we have a kettle? And they said, no, you can't. And if you had your own kettle, we'd be taking it off you.
Costa.
That's a nice bit of customer service.
That was Costa. That was Costa. So let's have a look at any other questions we've got. So let's have a look. Trudy saying, what excursions do you have booked? Sorry, the weather's not been too good.
None at all.
We haven't. Last time we were in Alaska, we did all excursions. This time we're self-exploring, and we loved just wandering around Ketchikan yesterday. And we're going to have a good walk around Juneau later, even if it's wet. It doesn't matter. We just get our coat and our brolly out and have a walk around, do maybe a bit of shopping. Go to the Red Dog Saloon and
I didn't know that shopping was on the itinerary. Sadly for Carole, she didn't get to see her men with their big choppers yesterday.
No, because we were only in port till we had to be back on at 2:30, so it didn't give us time to see if there was any not free tickets, but any other shows that were available. So yeah, Dave's on kickoff duty tonight. Spurs play Doncaster in the EFL Cup. What's the EFL Cup?
That's what used to be the Carling Cup, the Milk Cup, the League Cup.
So it's just a pointless cup.
No, it's not a pointless cup. It's not a pointless cup if you win it. Nothing's pointless if you win it.
Oh, I suppose. Andy and Carla are here. So love to see Andy and Carla.
Yes, indeed.
And Colette's saying, how lucky you to get upgraded. Yes. Well, I think, as we've explained, I think that's the reasons why.
I think, to put it in perspective, if you think that if somebody had done 50 cruises with Princess in a standard like this balcony, If they'd done 50 cruises and they got upgraded, people would say, well, they've done 50 cruises. But our group cruise generated far more than one person doing 50 cruises. So I think it's just, like Carole said, I think it's just a thank you for
generating business for them.
our business relationship. And obviously we've also got another group cruise booked with Princess in 2027, which we've already got
over 80
people booked as well.
Yeah.
So that's not even taken into account that money that is going to be generated.
So Simon's saying, so why do you not do so many on-ship blogs? We really miss you. Well, we try to do these lives, I presume you're talking about, because while we're away, we always do our blogs on our Facebook and our Instagram, but lives is totally dependent on signal. Yeah. And today, I didn't think, because we're right by the mountain here in Juneau, I didn't think the signal would be good, but actually it's okay.
Well, it's okay. Well, it's
the things going up and down.
1 and 2.
Yeah, but at least we're you can see us. Bonnie's asking, what has been the biggest surprise so far on your trip?
I don't know whether it's because of the Island Princess, but the biggest surprise has been how good the entertainment around the ship is. I thought, well, maybe standards aren't as good as they used to be, but I have to say, on here, we haven't seen a single act around the ship that wasn't absolutely top drawer.
Yeah.
Whereas on Island Princess, it was like, well, they're all right, aren't they? But you wouldn't rush to see it. You get there and it was okay. But when you're in company, you're probably chatting anyway. But most of the entertainment around the ship on Island was okay.
Yeah.
On here,
it's exceptional.
Our
biggest surprise we had was yesterday. We were sat at breakfast, and we're going to put a post about it. Paul's just been writing a post for Facebook, and a guy approached us and say, "Hi, Paul and Carole. I don't know if you've got any plans for tonight, but we'd like to invite you to the 360 experience on board." And we're like, "Oh, okay. What's that?" Anyway, it's basically a dining experience, a immersive dining experience, which is for 20 people. And we said, okay, thank you so much. And we did that last night. And Paul and I both agree it is probably one of the best dining experiences that we've had on any ship.
We're obviously going to try and put a standalone video together about it. I've written a bit about it today, but you can't do it justice writing it down and putting some pictures in. But it's only available on 2 Princess ships, this one and Enchanted. It was originally intended only for suite guests, so it wasn't an experience you can buy, but apparently now you can buy it. But they obviously must have had cancellations, because it's like this cabin. There was actually people in this cabin at the start of the cruise.
Yeah.
Because when we came in, there was letters, oh, dear Mr. So-and-so, blah, 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 blah. And then we had a bit of an issue getting into the cabin the one day, and we spoke to reception, and the door had basically got confused, because at the start of the cruise it was somebody and then it was us.
Yeah.
So it's not like they've given us something, just straight out. It was like this cabin wasn't available. Full stop. So we don't know whether
the people that were in this cabin didn't turn up because of ill health, or whether they've been upgraded to something else.
They definitely like I said, they might have been upgraded.
It's none of our business.
But I think the same situation with this dining experience is because of the short notice we had.
Yeah, there must have been
there was a cancellation.
But it was absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, it was bonkers.
Totally a 360 screen, taking you on a journey through the Mediterranean in food and in visual effects. So if you do see it and you wanted to, I think we need to check this, but I think it is a very pricey thing. It's a bit like a chef's table. It's $149 per person. But for a special, I think it was absolutely...
For a special treat, it was a bit, I think, like with most things, they borrow a bit from here and nick a bit from there, because it was a bit like, if anybody's done Le Petit Chef, where you got the things
happening on your table. But this was more than that. But this was
more than that. And then obviously on Royal Caribbean, they do the like the Alice in Wonderland thing. What was that? Called
sort
Wonderland.
Of experience.
So there's lots of different ideas which they've taken, and before you got your food, they would speak to the actual suppliers in the whatever country this was coming from. So in France, they were talking about, oh, this is what you'll be having, and I grow it here, and blah 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 blah.
Really interesting.
It was fascinating, and the team of
some of the wine was actually matured underwater. And
never seen that before.
Very, very interesting.
And this couple had got this brainwave from somewhere, and they said, well, what if we store this wine under the sea? So they stored it under the sea, and apparently, I'm not a wine person at all, as you will all know, but it made a total difference to the taste of the wine. Yeah. And then, of course, these bottles come out, and they got sort of like barnacles on them and stuff like that. So it was absolutely fascinating.
And the team, as Paul said, the service, we had a lovely lady called Ha. She said, just call me Ha Ha Ha. Oh. And we laughed so much. Yeah. It was a special evening. So if you do see that on Discovery or Enchanted and you are on for a special anniversary or something, then we would definitely recommend. So let's have a look to see who else we've got here. Rob's here. So let's see Rob. He's from his inside office. So that's great. Des and Michelle are here, saying we'll enjoy and following your adventures on Insta. Keep the pits coming. Yep, as soon as we're done here, we'll be able to put some posts out about that 360. So that's cool. So Kevin said, will we watch Spurs? We don't know yet. We don't know. We don't know.
If I can, I know it's on Sky Sports, but Sky Sports have gone now where they got this interactive thing. So I don't know if I can get it on my app, to be honest, but I'll do my best.
Claire saying, hit the like button. Yes, please do. That'll be awesome. And Trudy saying, glad you're keeping your big pole warm.
I am. and I was shocked because obviously we put a little shot off our balcony with the big pole, and it's gone bonkers on Facebook, hasn't it?
It has gone bonkers. Yeah. Reese is saying, can I have the Kevin saying Grandpa George and Grandpa Georgina. Is that because we look like the Clampets or something? Because we got Reese is saying, can we have a sneaky peek of the cabin? I can lift the laptop up. Excuse the stuff that's all on the bed because we've just thrown it on there from the sofa. But can you see you've got just the bed there, and through there is the bathroom. So, and then here you have the balcony, and can you see the cable car?
That's Alaska.
That's Alaska right there. Yes. So there you are. So Andrew saying, I hope it hasn't been too rough. Oh, bouncy, the pool looked pretty rough. Yeah, go to our Facebook and Instagram, and I put on when we were on our first sea day. We didn't find it too bad, but some people did. But we're quite seasoned travelers. We did take our seasickness tablets as soon as we left, and we did that again yesterday. We always make sure we're topped up if they announce that the weather's going to be bad. So, but it's been fine for us. Yeah. Jackie's saying, so Jackie's here. I watched it on Facebook. I bet you're enjoying your Caesars made with Clamato juice. Yeah, I do prefer them, the bloody Caesars, instead of the Bloody Marys, because Bloody Mary is more thicker tomato juice. The Clamato juice is lighter. I think a little bit more refreshing. I got told off on the last cruise for calling them bloody Caesars, but this time, whenever I ask for a Caesar, the bar say,
"Oh, bloody Caesar."
Do you mean a bloody Caesar? I'm like, yeah, but anyway. So there we are.
I think we had some kind person tell us off as well, saying it's not a bloody Caesar.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it bloody is, all right.
Yeah, exactly that. So agency at Barnsley Tyke, and we hope Angela's okay. But lovely to see you guys here. Jennifer's here. So lovely to see Jennifer. Hope you have a fabulous cruise. We're having Discovery Princess is a beautiful ship, like Sky, but there are some differences. And one difference that we like from a casino point of view, but we don't like, is Take 5 on Sky Princess is a lovely lounge where we had our welcome meeting on our group cruise. On Discovery Princess, it's the second part of the casino, which is non-smoking. They've got big casino with all the tables in and machines that's smoking, and they've got one that's non-smoking. So that's good from a casino person that doesn't want to be in a smoky environment, but they've lost a big lounge, which I think is sad.
And also they've got a pub.
Yeah.
That's about as much like a pub as that pen.
They call it O'Malley's pub, and it does some casual dining in there, but it's Vines basically with a different name
in the atrium. So there's no entertainment in the pub, because if the entertainment was in the pub, it's not self-contained. To me, it's just a waste of time. I don't know why they've done it, but
Yeah, it's strange. Good
Yeah.
Spirits is not sort of in the centre.
It's to the side,
It's
and
to the
it's bigger.
side. It's big, so that's
Yeah.
good. Service we've had around the ship, we cannot fault. We've not had to wait long for drinks whatsoever. It's been exceptional, and in the restaurants we've done Creme Grill, which was superb. The
Yeah.
food. We've got Rudy's booked on the next sea day, haven't we? So the food, the buffet food, we've enjoyed.
We haven't been in the main dining room yet, apart
We
from for
haven't.
breakfast.
Maybe today's the day.
Yeah.
Chris is saying hello from a sunny Tenerife, so hello there. Pauline's also watching on Facebook, so thank you all you Facebookers for being here. Tracy Nash's Travels is just saying we're on Discovery in June next year. First trip to Alaska, so can't wait to see your vlogs. Brilliant. And Christina Day's here, so thank you so much
Hello.
for joining us. Kathy's saying, have you seen any whales from the ship yet? They were hiding from Coningstown. No, not yet. Not yet. Yesterday, when we were traveling to Juneau, they did say the captain came on and said this is where a lot of orcas are spotted, but it was the same time as we were going in to do our 360 experience. So I don't know if anyone did. Kevin and Kasia didn't. Fernanda said Henry's balcony versus interior. Balcony, obviously, you have more space and it's fresh air. I think for me, that's the big thing, fresh air.
Interestingly, there's less storage in this cabin than there was in the inside cabin.
Yeah. JPM Struthers is one thing you recently hated and one thing you really loved. I don't think we've hated anything on Discovery, to be fair.
No.
And I think what we just said, what we've loved, is actually the entertainment and the food.
No, there's nothing. I just think, like I said, O'Malley's pub is a bit of a waste of time in my humble opinion.
There's been some great entertainment in the Piazza that we've just. It's been. They did like the first day. They had like a big band, a bit like Cunard, but they had like all the entertainers doing this show, and that was fantastic, wasn't it, Paulie?
What they do on here, which sadly has started to move away, other cruise lines have started to move away from, with Cunard being one of them, is when they have a theatre show, it's a live orchestra. And to me, that just so adds to stuff, having it all live, not just the singing live, the music live as well. And the first night, they had the Princess Theatre Orchestra, who were joined by the 2 resident violinists, some of the people at a rhythm jive.
Yeah.
The piano player stroke singer from Crooners,
who's excellent.
It was like a super group of just immense talent, and it was amazing.
That's another thing to mention. They've got a crooners here, which I think is sadly lacking on Sky and other Royal class ships. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yeah, crooners, and we've dipped in and out of crooners, but we need to have a night in there because he was absolutely fantastic. Sue Wills is asking about seasickness. Yes, we do take them, and we've been absolutely fine because we've taken them. And the thing about seasickness tablets is you take them before you leave port. People say, "Oh, I'll take one if I need one." Too late. So,
too late. Your time has come.
Brian saying, hopefully the passengers on the cruise are washing their hands at the buffet. They weren't on our cruise, and we both end up with influenza A at the end of the cruise. We have seen people going to restaurants use the wash sinks, and we've seen them use the gel.
Yes, they've got sinks and squirty squirts you put your hand under it at the buffets here, haven't they? Which is good.
Catherine Layton saying about the inside cabin. Hopefully we've answered that by saying it was a decent space with more storage than this cabin's got. And the bathroom's the same size. The walk-in wardrobe area, that people that know Princess, you'll know what I mean, is so we would have been happy in there, but obviously we weren't going to turn down some fresh air. That's for sure. Frank and Jen saying, would you like to do a longer cruise in Alaska? Yes, I definitely would. I'd love to go up to Anchorage and to Sitka and to do a bit more because we're doing the similar ports we did last time. So it's the sort of lower part of Alaska. What I'd love to do is a longer Alaskan cruise, and then I'd like to do a land tour by the Denali Park. So that would be our next. If I come back to Alaska, that's what we would do. Right. So Fish Hack. Hello from Queen Elizabeth and Victoria. We're off there in a few days. We found Thatcher's Gold and the Golden Lion, only spot on the ship, and have been enjoying them all week. Well, that's brilliant.
I'm very pleased to hear that.
Yes. Pauline's asking, how is the food? Hopefully we've answered that. We've had excellent food since we've been on board. Claire's asking, how many farts have you tried? They do duck farts on the ship because people were asking for them on the first day, but they were a lot smaller than what you get in
smaller, and
Juneau.
there were only 2 ingredients. So the duck farts you get here is 3 ingredients. So, but yes, apparently there's lots of different farts you can have. Claire,
and you kind of said, how many farts are there? There are lots of different
quite
farts.
a lot in this cabin, I can tell you.
Let's have a look. Helen said we look both relaxed. Yes, we are. We're having such a great time. Di's here, so hello there. And Joey's here from New York. So love to see Joey. So I'm a bit late. Michael work in the office in New York. Should be home soon. Have a fabulous time. You went to Crown Grill. Looked amazing. It was. Really the food was super, and the service. Cheryl's asking about a vegetarian menu, not just 1 or 2 items on the regular menu. I wonder if they offer a separate. I can't answer that. No. I don't know if anyone else is in the who've been on this ship or on Princess knows that. There's obviously section in the buffet which are vegetarian and gluten-free, and there are options on the menu, but for a total separate, I'm not sure.
We're not qualified to answer that, I'm afraid, Cheryl.
So Jen's collecting flower seeds from my zinnias, cosmos and marigolds. Lovely. I grew cosmos this year. They were really, really good. Remember what those ones were, Paulie? No.
Flowers.
Flowers? Yeah. They were flowers, yeah. That's it. Queen Elizabeth skipped Sitka as well because of the big sea. Still had to catch Gun in Juneau, though. Yeah, do you know, we're coming to the end of the season. This is something you need to consider when you're booking a cruise to Alaska. First time we went in July. We're now coming towards the end of the season. We're late September. It goes into the early October. In fact, I think we were going to check this, and I didn't have chats before. We think this is the last Alaska cruise and discoveries before it's heading to Japan, isn't it? I think it's heading to Japan, and then it's heading down to Australia. So if I came back to Alaska, I think because of the weather we've had, I would pick earlier in the season. Would you, Paulie?
Well, I guess because the weather's meant we haven't done the full.
But we wouldn't. If we hadn't come this time, we wouldn't have seen the salmon and the seals. So it's all. The question you ask yourself: why are you coming to Alaska, and what do you want to see? Isn't it? And then you can pick the time of year. Gemby Travel, can you explain the app? Yes, I can. On the phone, you've got your Princess app, which is very, very good, and it comes up, and you can do anything from there, from booking excursions. It takes a while to load. Booking excursions, booking dining.
I'm gonna mess with that, really, mate, because you're using the Wi-Fi off that for.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Paul will get up on his phone, so I don't want to lose. So we'll come back to that. Jennifer's asking, is there a minimum number of cruises need to qualify as a group cruise, or is it the number of cabins? It can be either, depending on the company, and they all have different rules that we've found, because obviously we did one that was very successful with Princess. We've got one with Cunard coming up in April for all our patrons, and there's different rules that apply there, so it just depends. Dan lets us know. He talks to the companies and lets us know. So let's have a look. Chris is just saying hello from a lunch break. So lovely to see you. And also Catherine's here saying hello. Let's have a look to the next question. Yes.
So basically, you go onto the app. It tells you what's happening today. Across the bottom, you'll see your profile. If you want to order stuff, there's all sorts of things going on. So
you can check your account so you know what money you've got.
So if you go to service.
Yeah. And you can order things to your room.
And there's sort of food and drink options. You just click on them, and it'll deliver stuff either to your cabin or wherever you are around the ship. But lots of it, and you've got obviously your onboard account, how much money you've spent, all that kind of stuff.
We've got onboard credit that we'd forgotten about, haven't we? So we got about 400 altogether with our carnival shares on top of that. Well, not on top, including that. So we need to go and spend some in the casino or go and get some goodies from the from the shop when we're at sea. So Debbie's saying that her sister's on board. We're in Pennsylvania, USA. Well, if you speak to her, get her to come and say hi if she spots us. Lisa's saying, I hope you're enjoying Alaska. We certainly are. And Julie's saying it's 3:30 in Australia. Yeah, it's very, very early there.
It's very, very, very.
Stephen's here. How many days will Paul manage a breakfast during normal breakfast hours? Well, he's done it twice already.
I would have made it today, but because we were doing stuff, obviously, for you lovely people, all we've had is a biscuit.
We haven't had a biscuit. Have you had a biscuit?
Yeah.
I haven't.
Well, you snooze, you lose.
Princess beds are so comfortable. They are. Craig's here, so love to see Craig. Cruising Fanatic said, just booked a 31 night on Sky Princess to mark retirement 2027. Can't wait. And definitely going plus. What a great way to celebrate your retirement. So Nick and Trace said, got a split. My wine glass is empty and a game show is about to watch. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your cruise too.
Thanks for popping in.
David said, I've banned myself from any involvement regarding crib discussion on your live. Yeah, that was
one
funny.
For a snob.
Yeah. Graham said that he's just been on Celebrity Solstice around Alaska. Can honestly say the ship is in desperate need of a makeover. Balcony cabin and not one USB outlet in sight. Yeah, isn't that the ship that's ready for the next revamp with Celebrity? Because I know we've heard that it is looking very, very tired. Let's just get rid of that because we don't want funny people on here. So stop.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah. Yeah, if you're going to start putting stuff like that, please go away.
Yeah, bugger off. Yeah. You're not interested.
Glad you're having a blast. It looks incredible. From Jenny. But then Princess Cruise are fantastic. They are. Frank's here as well. So love to see Frank. It's 35 delicious here in Arizona. Yeah, a bit warmer than it is here. Mike and Carrie are here. We caught up with Seattle and just popping in for a bit before we drive down to Portland to meet James May. Yes, you're going to see James May at a liquor store while he signs and sells bottles of his James gin, which is lovely, by the way. Mm. So, yeah, we had such fun with Carrie and Mike. It was awesome. Let's see what the next question is. So Claire's saying about that insurance, Missport Insurance's itinerary change, so it may be covered. And we've got a letter to say that we've got that. So we'll just ask insurance. Emirates Scott have got 10 days to their countdown to being a Ventura. So that's lovely. Nick's saying, are you going to turn on Nitro? That's on Discord, so that's our members thing. I don't know, Nick. I haven't learnt about it yet, so we'll maybe discuss that on our next members live. It's something to do with Discord, Paulie. Okay, so Jeff and Leslie are saying scenery is amazing, just not convinced we'd like the weather. Fair weather cruises. Yeah, but this time of the year, I think when we went in July, the chances, I think around the world at the moment, weather is just so unpredictable, isn't it? Even, in the UK, around Europe.
It changes like the weather.
It does. Let's have a look. Have we got any more questions? Tracy said she did her first Alaska cruise on Disney a few weeks ago. We were so very lucky with the weather. It was beautiful. And all the warm clothes I packed stayed in the case.
Nice,
yeah. Let's have a look.
Is that knob again?
So let's go do that.
Yes. Yeah, bye-bye. Yeah. You're blocked. Bye.
Some people, why do they think they can rant on people's lives? Yeah. Anyway, let's have a look. So Craig's asking a question. What's the most random remote location you know of where one of your members comes from? Oh, that's a good question.
We've got Tasmania's quite.
Yes, Tasmania. Heather's in Tasmania.
Yeah, we've got people in Tasmania. We got somebody from Blakeney in the Forest of Dean, which is where I come from.
Yes.
One of our Patreons, which I never thought I'd be saying that.
Yeah. We've got people that follow us in Dubai. We've got New Zealand. We've got Australia. We've got Canada. We've got loads of places. Yeah. People that very remotely live in Canada, don't they?
Yeah.
So there's some remote places
Some of which are on here tonight.
Yes, exactly that. So let's, when have we got an upgrade? Yes, thank you so much for all those. Tony G said you should try, you should get tacos at Deckhand Dave's in Juneau. It's delicious. Oh, thank you for the tip. Sandra's asking, where are we now? We're in Juneau in Alaska. So, is there a fridge in the cabins?
Yes.
Yes, there is.
Sorry, we just got more and not
We've
bad
just
comments
done
coming up. So
TUI Voyager, only a medical code box for, yeah, so you have a fridge. So, yeah, there's people on Facebook. So let's just go there. So let's see.
You know, we haven't had any idiots on our live for a long, long time. And all the nutters, because you are nutters, have come out of the woodwork tonight.
Yeah. So anyway, let's just go there and do that. So great seeing you two again. I need to find a cruise you're doing so I can meet you too. Join one of our group cruises. Just go to Paul and Carole Love to Travel group cruise, and you're more than welcome to join us. Fishhack saying in Juneau, they were very pleasantly surprised by the Devil's Club Brewery. If craft beer is your cup of tea.
We did go to a couple of craft breweries last time we did our Alaska cruise.
We did. That was in
Skagway,
though.
Skagway, yeah.
That was in Skagway.
Yeah. And you had a fabulous Bloody Mary.
I did.
With like a half a pound of bacon in it.
Franny J said, "Deck parts happening in the saloon." Yep, they are later, but I shall just be filming.
What a baby.
Yeah, Kevin's saying the entertainment has been absolutely amazing. It is, watching Kevin's face, because he just get like, wow, because it has been absolutely fantastic on this ship. So Andy's, and that's quite interesting. I was surprised to see that the price for the Lumberjack show in Ketchikan was the same online as it is in Hull. It will be we'll be booking through Hull, as if we missed the port, it'd be refunded. Yeah, no brainer.
Yeah,
totally. A saying we're quite bundled up. We are, because we got the door open to let the 4G in. Yeah. It does work, doesn't it? Emma Cruz has taught us that. Yeah. So thanks, Emma. Let's have a look if there's any more. Tracy's saying about Diamonds International. Yeah, a lot of cruise lines pair up with certain things. Kevin and I were having this conversation yesterday, and we were talking about how cruise lines are obviously encouraging you to buy ashore and partnering with companies where they get kickback from. For us, when we go, we don't go to anything that's adjoined to that. We go and try and buy from local companies, because that's the point of us traveling. We want to support the local communities that we visit. So we would never go to Diamonds International. Let's have a look. Tony's saying they're thinking of 360 next year when we're on Enchanted Princess. Now you recommend it. Definitely go. It was fantastic.
It's plenty of money, I have to say, but it is something like we've never experienced before. But then even like Crown Grill and places like that now is $60, $70. It's like everything, all excursions and specialty dining seems to just be getting more and more and more and more expensive. But that, you know, that's the way it is, unfortunately. So if you don't like it, don't do it. And if you do like it, do it.
Exactly. Joey saying, Michael's just got home and says a big hello.
Hello, Michael.
Two favourite people, you're the best. Thank you so much. And Chris Moran's, not our cousin,
not
Chris.
Your cousin, no.
Really pleased we both got the upgrade, so well deserved. I've been loving following you on Facebook. I was in Alaska last year, so bringing back happy memories. Yeah, thank you so much. Carol's rubbing it in. Hi from hot Florida. So that's very nice, because we've even got towels on our lap when we're cold, so that's fine. So Kevin B was saying, was it rough enough that they posted sick bags on the bins in the halls? We didn't see any, did we?
No, I
haven't.
I must admit, I haven't seen any sick bags around the ship at all, which obviously we have in the past. You see them dotted around everywhere. Usually by the stairs they put them in little sort of wallets, but no, I haven't seen any at all.
Yeah, exactly. Dawn saying, did you do a video of the interior cabin before they checked you out? Yes, we did. So we'll be putting that out when we're this.
But it was about 11:30 at night, so we can't guarantee the quality of it. We were very tired.
Yes. Dawn saying, would you recommend the ship, as we've never gone with this line? Definitely. We'd happily cruise on this ship.
Princess, if somebody said to me, I'm not saying they're our favourite cruise line, but they're certainly right up the top of our list. But I would say to anybody thinking about doing a first cruise, Princess is like such a good, steady eddy where everything is.
They are one of our favourites.
Yeah, no, they said they are right up there. And if you do the plus, so you get your drinks, your tips, so many casual dining experiences, Wi-Fi, I think it's the best value probably out there for that type of thing. I couldn't recommend them highly enough, to be honest.
Yeah, totally agree. Chris is just saying, you must do a meet up with Clinton at some point. I reckon he must have lots of great stories to tell about his time on the road as a lorry driver. It'd be good to put a face to the name. Totally that.
We thought we saw him in Seattle.
We did.
Because it was a truck that looked just like his, and then he messaged us he was somewhere else. So
exactly. Jim and Dwayne are here, so nearly missed you. We'll watch the rest on catch up after. Yeah, for those that obviously don't know, we don't delete any of our live streams. We add them just to a playlist. So if you want to go through any of our old live streams of when we've been on ships or wherever, then please do. And this will be available for catching up. And for those that are catching up, thank you so much for doing that.
Thanks for catching up. Put a nice message in there for us.
Yeah. Simon saying Alaska for us next, stay in the Mayflower in Seattle. We're back there for one night before we fly to San Diego and do the same itinerary as you on Star Princess, so newest princess ship. Look forward to the vlogs. We hope you enjoy the rest of the cruise. So I'm sure we will. So Carrie and Micah say, if you do the Alaska land tour, my sister would love to tour you around the Fairbanks area. Yes, because she lives in the North Pole, doesn't she? So we would love to do that. We love to. Claire said, we're such children when it comes to fart jokes. I know. I love it. They were all on the same wavelength, don't we? Yeah. We all find like,
in the gutters where we are.
Love to travel's just asking, arrived to enjoy the farts chat. Question, are the pools heated? Yes.
Yeah, they are.
You'll see from that reel that we've put in the short that we put out, you can see the steam coming off the pools. So, and there were people in the hot tubs.
But there's always some idiot in a hot tub, isn't there?
Well, it wouldn't be for us.
Because Kasha hasn't done a cruise before, and we went to the pool deck, and it was raining, and it was freezing cold, and to the point where they were going to cancel the sail away on the pool deck, but then it cleared up. And I said to Kasha, I said, you mark my words, when we walk out onto the pool deck, there will be some idiot in a hot tub. And sure enough, we get out there, and there he was in there with his drink. It's raining. It's like, mate, what's wrong with you?
Well, he was warm, and if he likes doing that, Paulie, it's not something we would do, is it?
Weirdo.
Jackie's jumping between the two, and she's liking both, so thank you so much.
Sheila.
Carol D is saying, reindeer farts in Skagway, so good. Kahlua, Bayless, peppermint snaps. Yeah, I think that'll be more up to my liking, I think. Yes. Fiona said having a great time. They're on Discovery next year, so that's great. Let me see if we've got any other questions. Trudy's saying, it's lovely that you take the time to do these lives, but remember to take time for yourselves. We will, Trudy. We enjoy them. This is one of our favourite things to do. We wouldn't do it if we didn't enjoy it.
I'm a grumpy old sod, Trudy. You should know that. And if I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't do it.
So Melanie said that she was on Ruby Princess in mid-August, and weather was brilliant. Saw the salmon run and seals in Ketchikan, plus a bear catching salmon from the museum. Yeah, awesome.
How did you know the bear was from the museum, though?
Fiona's saying she just realised she put it on the Facebook Live. Yes, it shows up. It shows up. So let's have a look. Have we got any more questions before we sign off? Alice here, a bit late to the party, no problem. And Stephen's got 345 days until his cruise to Alaska. Let's see. We're having a great time. Claire saying, where are the idiot posts? You can't see them, Claire, because your moderator's on YouTube. They're on Facebook. So, and I can see them popping up. So don't worry. It's not for don't worry, because I know the mods on our YouTube would have been straight on them. Yeah. So, Sherry's saying Diamonds International everywhere. It is. Every time you get off of the Caribbean, isn't it? There's Diamonds International. David's saying about Facebook, maybe the idiots are on Facebook. They are.
Yeah, they are.
And we've blocked them now. So there was 3 of them. So that's fine. Frankie Jones saying thank you for doing the live, no problem at all. So Ali said congratulations on the upgrade. Well, thank you so much. Tina saying how many lives have we done since we've been away? Well, we did one in Seattle from Mayflower, didn't we?
We did.
And we did, that was on Sunday, and we've just done one on this cruise so far. But we're hoping to do one from San Diego when we get there too. Dawn's saying, get the blankets out of the wardrobe. Yeah, we should. We should. Let's have a look. Any more question have we got here? Was there anything Kevin's asking? Last night, the bass player, who's fantastic with rhythm jive.
Well, I don't
The
know,
way
Kevin,
he
because
was-
you wouldn't let me take a photo. You kept grabbing my arm.
His guitar had two, what would you call them? Spikes
On the guitar.
on the end.
The bottom part of the guitar, you got the top and it like sticks out, and then you got the bottom that sticks out. And when he was stood at a certain angle, it looked like it was something else sticking out.
It was, of course, we're like a bit like the fart jokes. We were just like, oh, but fantastic, fantastic musicians, all of them. Sharon saying, love and respect how much you put effort in your vlogs and lives. Oh, thank you very much. Karen saying, I missed the live button, catching up, must improve my alert system. It was a last minute thing, isn't it?
I don't know if you can see that.
Anna Mike said, you're not in the naughty corner. No, you're not. It's on Facebook. Kevin saying, enjoy the rest of the cruise, Nana and Grumps. So let's have a look.
I checked on Kevin. I've checked on Amazon, and it's not on there, not on my Amazon. It must be just in the US.
What's that? Are you talking about?
Well, Kevin's found it, the Tottenham game on Amazon Prime, but it's not coming up on mine because it's on Sky Sports.
And Stephen saying, I've not been blocked, so relieved to be not an idiot. Ooh, matron. You can do the, go on, boy.
Oh, matron.
Right then. Well, that's been awesome. So thank you so much for joining our live from Juneau. It's been awesome having you all chatting along. We're having the best time. Yes. So stay tuned to on our Facebook and Instagram and obviously YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed and following us all on those platforms. And we will be speaking to you very soon.
We will.
So thanks so much for joining us. This has been fun. And we're going to close the door now and warm up.
And put the kettle on.
And put the kettle on.